enormous pressure in the back line because of the fierce tackling of the Claremont forwards. That's close to the boundary line. Edwards forces it over. Not on the full, in the opinion of the boundary umpire. Throw in at left centre wing for the Tigers in front of the members' stand. But Kickett, Hutton and Miles in particular have tackled in a very fierce manner, and they've locked the ball in the Claremont forward area for long periods. Clark and Burton again. Hepburn is on the bench for Claremont, a surprise inclusion in the 20, taken by Connell. He in turn was taken in there by McGovern, and will have a bounce down midway between right centre wing and right half forward for the Subiaco team. Claremont 3-2, their goal scorers Guard with 2 and Evans with 1. And Subiaco are yet to score, and we're 16, nearly 17 minutes into the first quarter of the grand final. Norrish knocks it on, and it's taken by Clark, who's playing with great exuberance this afternoon. He drives towards full forward. Miles is the leaper. Cowell beaten by the bounce, taken by Snow. He in turn gets it to Golding, but he's claimed. Comes to Lee. Lee gets it on quickly to Snow. Good back up from the half-back line for the Lions. The kick out in the direction of Willett, but Edwards chips in and takes the mark. No, he's been awarded the free kick.
Scott Edwards kicks to half-back. Mark taken by Norrish. He loves a run. He's run to the members' wing. Hooks it to centre half forward. McNish has got the set, almost the mark. Mitchell the crumbs though. He's dangerous. Around the goals. Kick across his body from 50 metres. He's put it through. They're brilliant around the forward line. Mitchell brings up his first goal of the match. And Claremont look very good in this first quarter. At the 18-minute mark now, they're 4-2-26. Subiaco yet to score. And the breeze, Barry, has not created this big break for Claremont. It's just been their great football.
Oh, yeah, they're just so good at the moment. There's Mitchell now, and that's a magnificent kick. He's kicked it on the 50-metre line. And sure, the breeze has helped there, by the way, but it still was a beautiful kick. But Subia having all the problems.
Now we just had to come away with the tries in the end.
Yeah, we heard he was a little disappointed at the break.
Dominating.
Clark beat Burton easily then. Mitchell gave it to McGovern. McGovern goes back. This is good run off the half-back line by Burton. And he goes back to Mitchell. They're cutting Subiaco to pieces in the middle of the ground. Hutton's on a lead. He's too good.
It's all starting from the middle of the ground. Like there is another example. I mean, they just won it out of the middle quite easily. And then when they goes to their half-back line, they're dominating across the half-back line. So Subi forwards really haven't had a sniff of the ball at the moment.
So John Hutton, the state's leading goal kicker for this current season, lines up from 55 metres. The breeze at his back, distance shouldn't be a problem. Just wonder what Bunton can do to stop the flow. Hutton kicks at goal. Oh, searing drop punt.
Super.
Fantastic kick from Hutton. And Claremont are on a roll. They've kicked 5-2, that's 32. And Subiaco are yet to score. And already the Lions are in hot water.
And you'd think that Adam Clark, he might even be a little bit disappointed because he's done everything right. That's a beautiful kick there. Mitchell, this is them getting it out of the centre here. And watch Mitchell here. He doesn't waste the ball. Hutton's on a beautiful lead. And then, of course, he kicked a super goal. But this fella here, T.I., he's done a marvellous job. He's probably not worried at the moment with Wolf now.
Wolf is on the ground to give Clark a rest. It's pretty warm out there this afternoon. He'll appreciate the rest, but he's been a great driving force, Adam Clark. He's taken Matthew Burton on in the centre, and despite conceding the best part of a foot, I would think, in height, he's won his share of the ruck knocks. It'd be interesting at the centre bounce downs, Ken.
Yes, there's only been 3 clear knocks in the centre bounce down, and that's 2 to Clark and 1 to Burton as Malone gets another kick. He's playing well in the centre.
Guard was caught under it. White played well in that situation, knocked it to his own advantage. Horrible kick, though. It goes up towards the half-back line. Peniz is content to soccer it to the outer side of the ground. And Claremont are dominant all over the ground at the moment. They lead 5-2, 32 to Subiaco's no score. And we've played 21 minutes in the first quarter. The throw-in is taken by Malone, who gets it to Han. I don't think he intended to. Han, a driving force on the outer wing in the early stages of this game, kicks to centre half forward, but Mitchell White takes the relieving mark at the back of the pack. White inside his defensive 50-metre line, and there's not a lot happening for him. Lee is loose on a short lead. The kick doesn't have the depth it required. Wolf comes in and intercepts, drives it back to centre half forward. Hutton is in front and did well to keep Monahan out. Oh,
has to be a free kick.
He's been penalised for shepherding.
He's made a couple of terrible decisions.
No, Hutton has to be
this fellow.
Monahan clearly jumped straight into his back.
Oh, no question whatsoever.
And even if he was shepherding, the ball was well and truly within 5 metres. Oh,
Interesting one.
fortunate let off there for Subiaco.
That was another free kick there. He's going to give it, which was a very good decision, and it should have happened at the other end of the ground.
This is Burton with the football. Goes by hand. The centre half-back Panizza with a beautiful foot pass to the middle and finds Kickett. 10 metres the attacking side of the circle. Ignores the lead of Hutton. He's going longer. He saw Miles had the sit in the pack. At the back, it's marked by Mitchell. They can do no wrong at the moment, Claremont. And this is going to be, well, a start that Gerard Neesham would have dreamt about, I believe, Barry.
Oh, well, you couldn't get a better start than this in any grand final ever. I mean, he's coming in. Mitchell could kick their 6th goal straight to 0, so it's not a bad start.
Swans kicked 10 against East Fremantle. This is a good kick from Mitchell. Splits the middle. That's his second. And really, they are cutting Subiaco to pieces. I don't know what Bunton can do here to stop the flow.
Well, you can't. That's a beautiful kick there by Kickett too. He set Milesy up here, Jeff Miles, but he's missed it, and there's Mitchell behind. He read the ball beautifully there.
Sorry, Barry, I was just going to say there's not much Hayden Bunton can do because he's got his 2 best ball getters, McNish and Dargy, in the centre anyway.
Yeah, and they're doing all right. You know, McNish has got a few kicks and Dargy's got a few, but Claremont just overall here in the middle of the ground are just far too good.
Well, could this be a premiership winning lead this early in the first quarter? Williams in front, but spoilt by Edwards. Chance for Coyle, having trouble controlling it. Wolf comes in, makes it harder for him. He threw it away, but was tackled high before the throw occurred. Now he wants to play on, goes for distance. It's a horrible kick. Miles runs at it. That's left a hole at the back of the pack. Well done by Hutton. Comes down to Kemp, who's caught by Miles. It comes to Kickett. Kickett gets it wide to Evans, and he gets a good bounce. It's trouble for Subi. Big trouble for Subi. He hit the post, but he's going to get a kick. And now Snow wants to go on with it with Miles. Subiaco becoming a little frustrated here. I don't know what started it. Mitchell's the player in the middle of all that. He's outnumbered 3-1. Don't like his chances, but they're improving now because Hutton's arrived.
Claremont certainly wouldn't want to do anything silly because, I mean, they're in the box seat here and it would be just silly for them to do anything.
Hutton's saying to Bill Monahan, look, you're playing on me.
Exactly.
Evans has got the free kick and he's going to shoot from 20 metres out. I think Miles upset someone off the ball. There goes the shot at goal. Claremont have got their 7th. Evans has got 2 of the 7. It's 7-2 to nothing. 25 minutes into the first quarter.
Actually, it might be the only way that Subi can get back into the game.
Cause a blue, Barry.
Well,
it's an old tactic.
Well, I mean, the thing is, like, Claremont,
I agree with you, Duke. You've got to do something.
I don't say that you do that. All I'm just saying is that that might be the only way.
It worked for Subiaco in the 88 grand final when Rod Willett upset Peter Molesso in the first quarter and put Molesso right off his game, and Subiaco went on to cause a major upset and beat Claremont 3 years ago.
I don't think it'll happen today, though, Ken.
No, I don't think so, Barry.
Bounce favoured Wolf, who knocked it down to Evans, who found some space there in a tight situation. White got rid of it in a hurry to Dargy. Dargy had one of the first kicks of the game, but he hasn't done much since then. This is Burton with the football over the top of Connell. Gets it to McGovern. Underground to Malone, who is bowled. Then can't find the handle. Is over the football, but gets it out somehow towards McGovern. Pack develops, and Vernon will bounce it down on the member's flank. 7-2 to zip. A brilliant start by the hot favourites. One can hardly imagine you give a side like Claremont a start like this and beat them. It will have to be already an outstanding comeback if they get even back into the match. Burton runs into Connell. Kick landed with Coyle, who fisted it to half forward. Back comes Burton. Williams and Georgiades almost got mixed up there. He's given the kick away. Williams has got the kick.
Tell you what, he was a bit lucky to keep the kick. Wasn't he ever, Barrett? He was a bit lucky to keep the kick.
Well, he's a player whose blood rises very quickly, Malcolm Williams. Freeman's on a lead. His meter's in the clear, and he's going to chip it to him. Well, it took a long time to think about it. Freeman was 20 metres ahead of Gilbert. I think Williams wanted to go a little bit deeper.
It's the right man to give it to, though, just the same. 10 last week, and see if he can add to that.
Kicks 10 in this game. It'll be a record. It'll beat Eric Gorman's record of 9. And he's got 1 on the board anyway.
Beautiful kick.
Gorman kicked 9 for Swan Districts. And that was back in 1963, Barry, but at least he's on the board with 1. So is Subiaco, but there's still a long way to go.
Yes, there's a long way to go, but he's the right man to get it to. And he kicks a lovely goal. Now, we just hope that this might be what Subiaco have been looking for, because they certainly haven't been able to do a great deal at the moment, because Claremont have just been far too fast, too aggressive and too clever generally. But that might just spark them up now.
7-2.